What's up, everyone? It's your girl Treasurelove, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this was not the original planned video of today, but I decided to do it because I kind of consumed so much of this topic within the last 24 hours. I needed to talk about it with someone, and who's better than my YouTube besties. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias. Everything will be down in the description box below. Make sure. Okay, I see you. It's okay, Bookie. It's okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, follow me, all that other good stuff. Yeah, okay, let's get into today's video. Okay, so I really want to talk about this topic because I think it's kind of controversial, but I think I may be on the side that's unpopular. So you guys let me know how you feel about this situation. So Allison Hoker, previously Allison Hoker Boss, or Allison Boss, she was the partner of Twitch Boss. If you guys don't know, Twitch unalived himself in 2022. So with that being said, you know, from the viewer's point of view, I was a big fan of his because you guys know I'm a dancer, and I used to love the Ellen Show. So I've always known about him. He's always been super positive. All his fans around the world know that he's probably one of the most positive people. Always smiling, always laughing, always pouring into someone else's cup. So like, what was he going through? You know what I mean? And honestly, as a viewer, I'm also interested because what were you going through? Like, it seems so sudden, and for his family it seems so sudden too. They obviously had no idea. So Allison decided to speak out. She wrote a book, and she basically talked about highs and lows of their relationship, and specifically what she found when she was preparing for his funeral, and that was drugs in his closet. Now, she said she's never seen this before. It completely caught her off guard, and it kind of was a trigger for her. You know what? I'm not even going to misquote her because her words are already being misconstrued. I'm going to put in what she said.
I had dealt with an ex that had addiction problems, and then I realized Steven had addiction problems, and it's something that I kind of have been like, where was I involved in this? And I had to take some steps for myself to realize, like, you know, I was able to help one, and I wish I could have been that for the other. But it's also not my job to do that. There was a moment I was with one of my really dear friends, and we were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me because there was a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. And it was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. So it was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out. But it also helped me process that he was going through so much, and he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone, because he loved everyone so much. He didn't want other people to take on his pain.
Okay, so as you can see, to me, it's coming from a point of like, I want to shed light on this situation. I know I'm not the only person that's ever gone through this, and I'm pretty sure some people want some sort of closure or clarity as to what he was going through behind the scenes, and maybe this will shed some light on that. Not only that, this will help you find the red flags in your family members, your friends, and just things to look for. That was the whole purpose of the book, her coming forward and all these other things. In my opinion, she is not wrong, okay? A lot of the times, the spouse of someone knows more than the family. The family don't know everything. I'm sorry, but 9 times out of 10, if you're with someone, your partner would know more than your mom, because your mom knows you as you were growing up. But once you grow up, you find your person, you create a new life with that person. Your mom don't know who you are behind closed doors and shit. And in this case, the wife didn't even know who you were behind closed doors. I say that to say, the mom and some of his other family members are coming out and speaking against Allison releasing this book, saying that she's money hungry, saying that she's dimming his legacy, all these other things. And it's like, not for nothing, I survived unaliving myself. This is me dealing with a brother who unalived himself. So I am in no way, shape, or form insensitive to someone unaliving themselves. Let me just make that very, very, very clear. Now, when it comes to him, no offense, take no offense, but Twitch already did the worst he could possibly do, and that is unalive himself. So anything that comes out after this, it's not even, it doesn't even touch the maximum thing that he could have done to dim his light a little bit. You know what I mean? Not to say that, like, you understand what I'm saying. Like, okay, all these things, could have done all these bad things. Like, you know, people do bad things. People sin every single day. You rob a bank. You trip a kid on the sidewalk. I don't know. But once you F yourself, then that's like the worst you can possibly do. You ended yourself. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like whatever comes after that, it's just a part of his story that led up to him ending himself. It's not worse than him ending himself. And for a family that was, wow. And for a family that was so, sorry for the lighting, I'm switching areas. But for a family that was so open to the public, and a lot of their life was online, I think in a way she feels like she owes his fans an answer. And as a fan, I appreciate it. As a fan, I'm like, wow, who knew that he was going through that? Who knew that he dealt with those things as a child? Obviously, we don't know, but it helps us with closure as a fan. Not only that, it helps us with our everyday people. It helps us recognize signs within that everyday people. Especially, it's usually and they always say it's usually the ones that smile the hardest, that smile the biggest, that's going through the most. So I think that is just something that we need to take note of. I do not agree with the hate that is coming at Allison. I wish it would stop. People are saying that she's trying to put Twitch into the stereotypical black man that held in his mental health. No fucking offense, bro. It is. It literally is. Like, the breadwinner, the hard worker, the one that always got a smile on his face no matter what, the one who shows up for anyone and everyone, but behind closed doors he's breaking. I don't know the percentages. I'm not going to say the percentages, but I know there's a lot of black men who go through that. And there's a lot of black men that was told to not cry. If you cry, you're BITCH. You know, so he showed up strong for his family. That it's not that she's putting him in that category. He naturally falls into that category because of what has came out. And even with the fact that he did it, that automatically put him in that category, because he ain't do it for giggles. He ain't do it for funsies. You know what I mean? Obviously he was going through something. You guys really have to let me know how you feel about this. I talk about mental health a lot on this channel, and I used to a lot more than what I'm doing right now. This is just a new beginning. I'm rebranding my channel, so I will be talking about it more, but this kind of is like a gateway into my mental health segments, because mental health within the black community is very overlooked. More specifically, mental health in black men, completely gone, completely overlooked, completely undiagnosed, completely, like, no one talks about it. They're not encouraged to talk to a therapist. They're not encouraged to cry. They're not encouraged to let the emotions out, good or bad, in a healthy way. You're going through this, you've been through this, okay, let me put you in boxing, let me do this, let me put you. No, it is stereotyped that black men take their anger out on other people, or like they project, or it comes out in other ways, whether it's like, you know, and this kind of goes into that category, but like doing drugs, being in the street, getting in the wrong crowds, like that's not a lie. It's true. And it sucks because other black women don't want to accept that it's true. It's literally true, and we're not doing much to help it other than pointing it out or turning a blind eye. So if you're going to say that because she's a white woman, and just because she's a white woman exposing her husband, would you be saying the same thing if she was a black woman? You're saying that because she's a white woman bringing out her black man issues. Would you be saying the same thing if she was a black woman bringing out their black man issues? Would you be saying the same thing? And like, racism goes both ways, and I don't think people realize that. And I really don't care what people say about this, because to me it's like, I just hate the hypocrites. I really do. Like, and it's specifically with black women. Like, girls, what are we doing? Honestly, mental health awareness is literally for everyone. It does not, like, you cannot say oh, I'm a mental health advocate and then get mad at a black man for crying. Get mad and not want to try to understand why a black man unalived himself. Let's figure it out. Let's find out what happened. Let's prevent our young black men from coming up and doing the same thing. Let's protect our other black men in Hollywood. What's the big idea? Like, what is it that you guys don't understand? What is it that you're against is the real question. Like, as black women, what is it that you're against coming out in the black community? Like, everybody knows the main thing in the black community, what happens in this house stays in this house. You don't tell nobody about our business. That has to stop. Like, that causes so much damage in a person's mind. That has to stop. I hate that saying. I will forever hate that saying. I would not carry on that saying. No. Oh, and just to add in there, rest in peace to Twitch, and my heart goes out to both sides of this situation because it is very unfortunate. But that is all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry I went on a tangent there, but please let me know how you feel about this situation. And please let me know how you feel about this situation. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.